Hi, Decide from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got another book to read for you. Today's book is The Flying Lesson for 1991. So let's get started. It's such a nice day to go out flying, Betty Bluebird's mother. Won't you try just a little flutter, dear? Betty didn't answer. She simply stared at the bottom of the nest. Well, I might as well do some errands, said Mrs. Bluebird. Now, don't bother your Aunt Bertha. Her eggs are almost ready to hatch, and lifting her beak toward a sunbeam, Mrs. B took off. Betty sighed a sad sigh. How could she explain her prom? Betty Bluebird, you see, was afraid to fly. What if she didn't stay up? What if she came crashing down like a nutshell? Skippy scored, dumped to the ground. No, better not even try. Of course, she didn't have to stay right there in the nest. She could happily hop from branch to branch until she got down to the ground, and then she'd be able to play with Skippy. As she stared down, she snapped a twiggly. What's that noise? Came a question from the neighbor end branch. Just me, Aunt Bertha, peeped Betty. I'm going for a little exercise. Should be flying, a bird your age, chirped Aunt Bertha. If I could leave these eggs, I certainly would. Maybe I'll sneak off for a quick bird bath later. Betty continued on her way. When she reached the ground, she heard Lee rustling. Suddenly there was Skippy. Still not flying, kid? He asked. Betty shook her head. Okay with me, chattered the squirrel. How about a game of tag? You're it. And off he scampered. Betty skipped and hopped her way after him. Then suddenly he just disappeared. Skipper, where are you? Betty crunch, crunch, crunch came a sound down the path. Skipper couldn't make a noise like that. What could it be? She peeked around a tree stump and saw a dark shadow. A nice fresh omelet with toast, oak leaves, said a squeaky voice. All I need is some eggs. It was Wally Weasel, that little sneak thief. Betty froze. Aunt Bertha, she thought to herself, if she left the nest, the eggs will be all alone. Wally kept moving down the path. Betty knew what she had to do. Even though she had never even tried before, she had to fly up to Aunt Bertha's nest fast. She spread her wings. She huffed and puffed. She stuck out her beak, and guess what? She was flying, and oh, it was easy and breeze and wonderful. But there was no time to waste. She headed straight for the family tree. Sure enough, Aunt Bertha was gone. The eggs was all alone, and that Wally was headed straight for the nest. Betty zoomed down on him like a dive bomber and nearly parted the fur on his noggin. Wally backed away from the nest. Forget about his breakfast, he shouted, running off. I'm never eating another egg. Betty was proud of herself. She floated on air as Wally ran off. Now where's Skipper? She spotted him next to the pile of acorn. He probably thought he won their game of tag. He in for a surprise, Betty thought, smiling. Fluttering her tail feather, she flew off to show him who it was. So that was a flying lesson from 1991. So if you like, subscribe, share, and comment, have a groovy day with another video coming out real soon.